Street food.
Hometowns. Everyone is from somewhere. Isn't that deep? Not really, but I'll tell you where I'm from. Panama City Beach. That's the one in the panhandle of Florida, not the one in the country of Panama. Are the two localities linked? Are they connected in any way? If anyone knows the answer to that, it's probably someone who's from one of the Panama cities, which I am, and I don't know. Beach towns, man. They're characterized by several things.
So you'll go in Publix and there's like girls in bikinis, but it doesn't matter. It's a beach town.
They just came from the beach.
No shirts, no shoes, no problem.
They're heading to the beach right after this.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that girl doesn't have pants on. Nah, it's cool. She's just got on a swimsuit. There's a lot of surf shops. There's a lot of tourists.
The economy of these places rests on people who come in for a visit and then leave. You know, you treat the place where you go on vacation differently than you treat your home. But what about when the vacation place is your home? Fun fact, in the year 2000, MTV declared Panama City the official spring break destination. And by spring break, they meant all the shenanigans that go along with that. Spring break is like this huge cultural force in America. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Spoiler alert, the locals mostly don't like it. It's like a bunch of people you don't know come over and they have a party in your backyard and they make a huge mess and some of them die from partying so hard. If you want to get a feel for how Panama City Beach is perceived, check out the website pcbeachspringbreak.com. Now, the culture of spring break and the culture of the city itself are different things, but they can be hard to distinguish at times. My sister, a homegrown Panama City local, went out with us to a food truck that has become a stationary establishment, but which I still consider a legit food truck.
Where are we at?
I don't actually know. Where are we? We're at Finn's.
I'm talking about Finn's Island-style grub. Let me tell you about Finn's. It's good. It's a truck parked next to a covered patio. They have menus, not super food truckish, but they also have a board, and they've got the food truck vibe. The vibe is beach, island style. And it's got all the other trappings and beauties of food being cooked inside a truck. And the food is great. I actually had the carne asada as recommended by my brother-in-law. Steak, peppers, cheese, cilantro, avocado ranch. Rachel had island-style nachos. The addition of pineapple makes them island, maybe? I had a crunch wrap. The thing weighed like 2 pounds. Crazy heavy. A little grade A cultured sour cream. Talking about premium ingredients. Totally setting this thing apart. I added grilled sweet potatoes. Okay, this is not your teenager's crunch wrap. Hashtag adult food. Junk is good. So while we were getting our grub on, I asked Rachel about the culture of Panama City, and I was surprised to learn something had recently changed.
Describe spring break then when you were younger.
I remember being on the bus going to my middle school and having spring breakers drive by and flash us. And then just recently, you know, we've got kids jumping off of balconies because they think they can fly and killing themselves. People are going missing.
The city basically got fed up with spring breakers and passed a bunch of laws. No beer on the beach, no digging holes. Why did they dig holes? For pernicious purposes, okay? Let's leave it at that, pernicious purposes.
So we haven't had the rowdy spring breakers, and it was great. Traffic-wise, it was great. Going to Walmart was great. Going to restaurants was great.
Basically, they want the vibe of spring break in the city to shift more towards families. Some people fought it, you know, without spring break, our city will fall. But the locals fought back, passed the laws, and the economy didn't really suffer much this year. Apart from businesses specifically geared around alcohol on the beach and, you know, hole digging.
I think the only people that suffered were the ones that have those annoying little scooters that me. So I'm not sad.
The scooter salesman.
And look, as a tourist, you can like that or not, but you can understand why the locals might want a tidier and inarguably safer backyard. What's the culture of your hometown? If something stands out, leave it in the comments below. I just think it's a cool thing to talk about. I'm interested in the cultures of peoples and places, the things that make us diverse human beings. And there are so many avenues into those cultures, my favorite of which is obviously snacks. Look, I'll see you next week, street foodies. Until then, eat it on the street. Watch out for the parasites.
Street food.
Or if you're eating it on the beach, you might want to watch out for some holes. Although not anymore, so didn't pass those laws. Oh snap, better go dig a hole somewhere else. Pernicious. So maybe you already know why. You can Google it, okay? I don't want to know where to dig a hole in my backyard, that's all I'm saying.